Imagine this. You're the governor of a newly established colony. You leave for a short supply trip back to England, and when you return, everyone, every man, woman, and child has vanished without a trace. No bodies, no signs of struggle, just one single cryptic word carved into a post, Croton. Welcome to the mystery of Roanoke, the lost colony that vanished in 1590 and remains one of the most perplexing historical mysteries to this day. What really happened to the settlers of Roanoke? Could it have been a deadly attack, a mysterious plague, or even something more sinister, like supernatural forces? Buckle up, because this story gets weirder and weirder the deeper we dig. In the late 1500s, Queen Elizabeth I was eager to establish an English colony in the New World. This was England's chance to compete with Spain and claim new lands in North America. In 1587, a group of 115 English settlers, including women and children, arrived on Roanoke Island, which is located off the coast of present-day North Carolina. This was the second attempt to establish a permanent colony after a failed one just a few years earlier. The leader of this group was Governor John White. Soon after the settlers established themselves, White sailed back to England for supplies. His plan was to return in just a few months. However, due to the war with Spain and the Spanish Armada, his return was delayed for 3 years. When White finally made it back to Roanoke in 1590, what he found was beyond shocking. White's worst nightmare had come true. The settlement was abandoned. No sign of struggle, no signs of life. Just the word Croton carved into a post and the letters CRO on a nearby tree. What did this mean? Was it a clue left by the settlers? White had instructed the colonists to carve a cross if they were in danger, but there was no cross. Could they have simply relocated to nearby Croton Island, home of the friendly Croton tribe? White desperately wanted to search for his missing colony, but a storm was brewing, and his ship's crew refused to venture further. He was forced to leave without ever learning the fate of his people. And just like that, the Roanoke colony slipped into legend. Over the centuries, countless theories have emerged to explain the disappearance of the Roanoke settlers. Some are rooted in historical evidence, while others venture into the realm of the bizarre. Let's explore the most intriguing ones. 1. The colonists were killed by native tribes. One of the earliest and most plausible theories is that the Roanoke settlers were killed by a neighboring Native American tribe. The region was home to several powerful tribes, some of whom were hostile toward European settlers. But here's the thing. If the settlers had been attacked, there would have been signs, weapons, bodies, or destroyed structures. None of this was found. In fact, the Roanoke site was eerily peaceful, as though the colonists simply packed up and left. 2. The colonists joined the Croton tribe. Another popular theory is that the settlers, running low on supplies and struggling to survive, may have integrated with the nearby Croton tribe. The word Croton carved into the post seems to support this idea. The Croton people were known to be friendly toward the English, and it's possible that the colonists sought refuge with them. Interestingly, later English explorers reported sightings of European-looking people living among native tribes. Could these have been descendants of the Roanoke settlers? 3. The lost colony fell victim to a Spanish attack. During this period, Spain and England were bitter rivals, and Spanish forces were known to be active along the East Coast. Some historians suggest that the Spanish could have wiped out the Roanoke colony to prevent England from gaining a foothold in the New World. However, no evidence of a Spanish attack has ever been found at Roanoke, making this theory less likely. 4. Starvation and disease. The colony may have faced a more mundane yet deadly fate: starvation and disease. The settlers arrived during a period of drought, and without sufficient food or resources, they could have perished. But again, if that were the case, where are the bodies? Where did everyone go? Could they have ventured inland in a desperate attempt to survive? 5. The supernatural explanation. Of course, no unsolved mystery would be complete without some supernatural theories. Some believe the colony fell victim to a curse, while others speculate that the settlers were abducted by aliens or vanished into another dimension. Yes, these ideas are outlandish, but they speak to the enduring fascination with the mystery of Roanoke. After all, how else could 115 people disappear without a trace? Here's a fun fact that will give you chills. The word Croton has appeared in some other creepy, unexplained disappearances throughout history. The famous writer Edgar Allan Poe, shortly before his mysterious death, reportedly uttered the word Croton. Amelia Earhart, the legendary aviator who vanished during her flight over the Pacific, had the word Croton scribbled in her journal. Coincidence? Maybe, but it certainly adds a layer of intrigue to the Roanoke mystery. In recent years, historians and archaeologists have been working tirelessly to solve the mystery of Roanoke. In 1998, a team of archaeologists began excavating sites on Roanoke Island and nearby Hatteras Island, where the Croatoan tribe lived. They uncovered European artifacts, such as pottery and tools, suggesting some form of contact between the Roanoke settlers and the Croton people. But does this prove that the settlers joined the tribe? It's still unclear. Then, in 2012, researchers re-examined a 400-year-old map drawn by John White himself. Using modern technology, they discovered hidden markings on the map that pointed to a possible relocation site inland, in what is now Bertie County, North Carolina. This area, known as Site X, has been the focus of ongoing investigations. But so far, no definitive answers have been found. One of the most exciting developments in the search for answers is the use of DNA testing. Some descendants of Native American tribes in the area have European ancestry that dates back centuries. Could they be related to the lost Roanoke settlers? Several DNA projects are currently underway to trace the lineage of local families and see if a genetic link to the Roanoke colonists can be established. If successful, this could finally solve one of the oldest mysteries in American history. The disappearance of the Roanoke colony remains one of the most compelling unsolved mysteries of all time. Despite centuries of investigation, we're still left with more questions than answers. Did the settlers join the Croton tribe? Were they wiped out by disease or war? Or did something even stranger happen? What makes the Roanoke mystery so captivating is that it feels like we're just on the edge of discovering the truth. Every new archaeological dig, every new piece of evidence brings us closer, but the final answer still eludes us. And maybe that's part of the appeal. The mystery of Roanoke reminds us that even in our modern, data-driven world, there are still some puzzles that may never be fully solved. So, what do you think happened to the Roanoke colony? Let me know your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries. One thing is for sure, the story of Roanoke isn't just a story of a lost colony. It's a haunting reminder of how much we still don't know about our past.